Hello everyone. What I have here is a homework assignment that I'd like you to do before Thursday, and then we're going to use that to analyze some chord progressions on Thursday. You will need several sheets of paper, I think. It doesn't have to be staff paper. It can be blank paper, like printer paper or lined paper, depending on how big your handwriting is. You could also use a word processor if you'd like and do it on a computer. This is not to be turned in, but this is for reference, so that on Thursday we're going to look at some chord progressions, and what you're going to do for homework is going to help you have some reference material to do that on Thursday. So let me show you what we're going to do here. Over here I have started out a series of lists of diatonic triads of major keys, beginning with C, and then G, and then D. What I'm going to ask you to do is to continue that, doing them C, G, and D. I've done the first three. I'm going to ask you to do A, E, and then B and C flat. These are the enharmonics. F sharp and G flat, also enharmonic. C sharp and D flat. Do A flat, E flat, B flat, and F. Now, that's basically over here what we have is the circle of fifths, but just rearranged in just a straight line. So if you think about it, the circle of fifths going all the way here, and then at the bottom we have the three that are enharmonic, and then it ends up with the F over here. So I've just rearranged the circle of fifths in a different order. So over here I've done the key of C, I've done the key of G, and I've done the key of D. What I'd like you to do for Thursday is to continue. Do A and E, B, C flat, etc. So what you're going to do in each one of these. In the key of C, I've indicated here we have the 1 chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord. The diatonic triads of each of those keys. In the key of C, the 1 chord is C major. The 2 chord is D minor. The 3 chord is E minor. The 4 chord is F major. The 5 chord is G major. The 6 chord is A minor, and the 7 chord is B diminished. In the key of G, the 1 chord is G major. The 2 chord is A minor. The 3 chord is B minor. The 4 chord is C major. The 5 chord is D major. The 6 chord is E minor, and the 7 chord is F sharp diminished. In the key of D, the 1 chord is D major, the 2 chord is E minor, the 3 chord is F sharp minor, the 4 chord is G major, the 5 chord is A major, the 6 chord is B minor, and the 7 chord is C sharp minor. C sharp diminished, excuse me. As you can see, each one of these is a major scale. If you were to leave off the M's in the circle, you could just go D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp. That's the notes of the key of D. So do the same for each of the other keys. So you're going to go A, and you're going to write out the notes of A major, and you're going to have 1, 4, and 5 will be major chords, 2, 3, and 6 will be minor chords, and 7 will be a diminished chord. Now again, remember the reason that this happens is that the notes of C major will generate these chords and these chords only. That's why they're diatonic. And if I write a chord progression in the key of C, these are the chords that I'm going to use. If I want a chord progression in the key of G, these are the chords I'm going to use. And if I want a chord progression in D, these are the chords I'm going to use. So on several pieces of paper, however many it takes, please write out the diatonic triads for each of these following keys. Now, once you've finished with that, I would like you to do the same for the diatonic 7th chords. And this will generate a really good vocabulary of triads and 7th chords in all 12 keys. In fact, 15 keys if you count the enharmonics. And then on Thursday we'll be able to look at a lot of chord progressions, and the work you've done will help you to to learn how to analyze those chord progressions. So in the key of C, the 1 chord is C major 7. The 2 chord is D minor 7. The 3 chord is E minor 7. The 4 chord is F major 7. The 5 chord is G dominant 7, G7. The 6th chord is A minor 7, and the 7 chord is a half diminished 7 chord, which is also called a minor 7 flat 5 chord. Remember that 1 and 4 are major 7th chords. 2, 3, and 6 are minor 7ths. 7 is a half diminished 7th, and the 5 chord, the only place we find a dominant 7th chord is on 5. Okay, and we'll be looking at that on Thursday. Okay, in the key of G, G major 7 is 1, 2 is A minor 7, 3 is B minor 7, 4 is C major 7, 5 is D dominant 7, 6 is E minor 7, and F sharp half diminished 7 is our 7 chord. In the key of D, the 1 chord is D major 7, the 2 chord is E minor 7, the 3 chord is F sharp minor 7, the 4 chord is G major 7, the 5 chord is A dominant 7th, A7, the 6 chord is B minor 7, and the 7 is C sharp half diminished 7 chord. So please do the same for the following keys. For A, E, B and C flat, F sharp and G flat, C sharp and D flat, A flat and E flat, B flat, and then end up on F. So they have the 1 chord in F, 2 chord in F, etc., etc. So, as I said, that will take several pieces of paper, or if you want to do it on a word processor. Again, this is not to be turned in, but I'd like you to have it finished by Thursday, and I will post another lesson on Thursday. And using what you've done with these, the rest of these here, we will be able to look at some chord progressions and learn a lot about them. Okay, have a good couple of days. I'll be back in touch on Thursday.